crazy. It really, really was. Another team that went out this weekend, another team that they've been piped a few times recently, is Chelsea. And it's two wins against top flight opposition in their last 10 games.
Like, that's pressure, isn't it?
To put that into context, we all know how bad Man United have been, yeah?
Yeah.
We have 6 wins in that same period.
Crazy,
just apply context. I want to apply context here to it. What are you saying, LB? Because you've always had a lot of things to say about Chelsea. And it sounds like a lot of their fans now are backtracking from the abuse and the bullshit they were giving you.
Yeah, man. Listen, the Chelsea fans, me and Potsy as well. We've had a little bit of a fractured relationship over the last year, haven't we, Potsy? You know what I mean? These Chelsea fans hitting up the DMs, you know, with the abuse. They don't like it. They don't like it. But to be honest with you, yeah, everything that we have said on Chelsea, yeah, not everything, right? 90% of the stuff that we've said about Chelsea has been absolute facts. Yeah, it's been facts, bro. Yeah, we said in the summer, need a striker. Need a striker. Yeah, we got to what did we get told, Potsy? Oh, we can't break the wage structure. Yeah, we got told this. In sound of Nicholas Jackson then, yeah? Oh, he scores a few goals. Look at Jackson, yeah. Jackson's scoring all these goals. The thing is, yeah, he's not a legit striker, bro. And at some point, he's going to let you down. Yeah, goalkeeper. You're speaking about this for a long time, innit? Yeah, people try to tell me that Robert Sanchez is a good goalkeeper. So what are we doing here, man? We spoke about the defenders. Need a centre-back. Yeah? And unfortunately for Chelsea, things are starting to get a little bit under pressure. Now, they're still in the top 4. So if they get top 4, that's decent. And they need to win that Conference League. Yeah, I don't want to hear no Chelsea fans being, oh, we're too big for the Conference League. Go, no. Go win it. Yeah, go and win that. Go and win that Conference League. In fact, don't just win it, yeah. Bully every single team to the final. Win every single game 5-0. Yeah, show UEFA that, we're too good for this. You should have put us in the Europa League, mate, yeah, because we embarrass this competition. Go win that, yeah. Go and get in the Champions League, and then happy days, mate. But the facts is, how Chelsea still don't have a goalkeeper and an elite level striker after spending £1.5 billion is absolutely ridiculous, bro. You know what I mean? And yeah, let's see how it goes in the next couple of weeks, because if they don't end up getting Champions League, that's shocking.
You know what? What's even more funny, right, is when you suggest this to the Chelsea fans, they say, yeah, we just need to spend a bit more money. And I think, okay, me and LB agree with that. You do. But look at some of the waste that you've actually put on some of this squad. It is absolutely criminal that you now want to replace some of these people, that you're getting rid of the Disarcis, and João Felix, who was bought for about 50 million or what the hell it was, has now been just allowed to be loaned back out. He's not the guy. And Kunku, spent a lot of money on him. Get rid of him as well. Madueke, get rid of this guy. There's Mudryk. Problems there. We have to now replace him. Half these guys are now being replaced upon. Half this 1.5 billion squad that you said was going to be brilliant and take us to the next level, and we're just planning, we're just bringing a foundation in. Yeah, me and LB agreeing you need a goalkeeper, a centre-back and a striker, and that's just starting. But look at some of these players. A lot of the fans I'm listening to now giving up on Sancho. Yeah, not too sure he's the right guy for us, Sancho. Even though we saw he probably wasn't the right guy for the Premier League when he was over at Manchester United. But no, they thought he was going to be this guy that you could turn into and be the next best thing. It ain't happening. The midfield, you've got Lavia. I like Lavia a lot, but he's never ever fit. Reece James, never ever fit. Fofana, never ever fit. So you might have to look at those 3 positions and potentially bringing in some players as well, on top of the goalkeeper, the centre-back and the striker that me and LB clearly have been telling all these fans for ages that they need. So look, when we were saying this, we didn't want that to happen. I don't want Chelsea to go and sign a striker. I want them to stick with Jackson. I don't want Chelsea to go and get a goalkeeper. I'm more than happy for you guys to keep Sanchez. So I don't quite understand why me and LB were getting so much abuse from Chelsea fans saying, what you talk about, you don't know what you're talking about. Cool. Keep Jackson. Keep Sanchez. Keep Lever Colwell, who I don't think is good enough. Keep him at the back.
It was weird, bro, isn't it? Why did they?
Weird, man. We're trying to say, look, this is how we think you can improve your squad. Don't want to hear it. Now we're good as we are. Cheers. All right, keep him then.
We tried to give the club advices, bro, and they rejected our advices. Yeah. Good. And now they've got Robert Sanchez. They're booing the goalkeeper, bro, in football matches. This could all be avoided if you just listened to me and Dan Potts, mate. Yeah, because we were telling you in the summer, mate, go and get a goalkeeper, go and get a striker. Yeah, but some of the Chelsea fans too bothered about the wage structure. What are you doing, man? Are you supporting a football club? Are you invested in the stocks, bro? This is crazy, man. This is crazy. So, listen, I'll say this, yeah. Like I say, if they get Champions League, yeah, and win that Conference League, I think it's a W, right? However, at the same time, yeah, the fall of Chelsea Football Club in recent years has been absolutely crazy.
Do you think it's acceptable to LB to spend that much money and get like 6th?
It's absolutely not acceptable. It's absolutely abysmal for them to spend 1.5 billion and have Robert Sanchez in goal and Nicholas Jackson as a striker. It's not good enough. Do you know what I mean? And the Chelsea fans, I don't want to say Chelsea fans, I'm not trying to generalize it. Obviously, I'm just saying it, but like the Chelsea fans that are not calling this out, they really need to. I know there's Chelsea fans that do call it out, but they need to be calling it out, man. Do you know what I mean? I don't understand, bro. Like, why would you not in January? They were linked with that deal with Garnacho at like 60 million or whatever. Why would you not go and buy a goalkeeper?
Or striker?
This Sanchez is useless. Why would you not go and buy a goalkeeper in January? That could be the difference between Champions League, no Champions League. It doesn't make sense. I don't get what's going on at that football club because, like, it's not like at some other clubs where it's like, oh, where do we need to improve? Who do we need to sign? It's literally staring you in the face. How much is a good goalkeeper these days? 50 mil, 60 mil?
Yeah.
And they were willing to spend 60 mil, if you believe the rumours, on Garnacho. It's just weird, bro. Because you know what, as well, we've said this as well, right? So to be nice to the Chelsea fans, right? I don't have to speak for Potsy yet. I don't particularly think Chelsea are that far away from having a really good starting 11.
Neither do I.
I think a goalkeeper, a top centre back. You need like a Diaz, Van Dijk style leader at the back, in my opinion, and you need a striker. So it's still probably 60 for a striker, 60 for a centre back, 50. So you're still probably talking like 180. But that 180 for me makes you title contenders. I really think it does. But they're so important that if you don't have them, you'll only be in this top 4 race, man. So yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy that they're out. Obviously, Brighton are a good side, so we can't be sort of like saying like they got knocked out of a dead team because Brighton are not a dead team. Brighton are a good team, but like I say, Chelsea should be going through against Brighton. They were at home, right, as well?
No, it was away at Brighton, but they weren't 1-0 up. The thing is, they weren't 1-0 up, and then they didn't. They had one shot on target for the rest of the game. They were so bad. And what should be concerning for Chelsea fans is that the beginning of this 10-game run, they were playing quite well and missing chances and conceding late to draw games or lose. But the last 4 or 5, it's been the performances have been bad and they're losing. So the overarching performance is poor. And Palmer's nowhere near his levels. The fans are starting to look at Sancho. I mean, Sancho's had a lot of criticism in this last 3 or 4 days because they're essentially saying, well, he started well with, I think, 3 or 4 assists in his first 3 or 4 games, a couple of goals around sort of November, December time. But the last 14, 15 matches, it's like 1 assist and only a handful of good performances. And he's starting to frustrate them now. They're starting to see the issues that Man United had in him. And this isn't about his ability because we know he has it. It's about his work rate and his determination to enable his ability to shine at a higher level consistently. And I think that's what I've heard, what's his name? Rio Ferdinand speak before about if he hears someone's work rate as the first thing they get praised for, it's like a red flag. And I agreed with him when he first said it, but I'm not starting to, I totally disagree now. The thing is about KDB, the thing about Thierry Henry, the things when it relates to players like Paul Scholes, and I use them as examples because they're very recognizable in everyone's minds. Their ability is up there with everybody, but it's their work rate in terms of their preparation, their fitness, their diet, when they go to bed, and how hard they work in every single game. When I see Sancho playing, I am not singling him out as he's the only reason. There's multiple players, but he's a case in point. He maybe had 10 chances to take his fullback on at the weekend. And I would say 90% of them, he just pass it back to recycle the ball. It's almost, it's hard work trying to take that fullback on again and again and again. It's exhausting, but you've got to do it. You've got to do it because you will succeed at some point. Can you imagine if Mahrez, when he was at Leicester and at Man City, only attempted once in the game to take his fullback on? And he just recycled. He wouldn't have been Mahrez who delivered the way he did. And I look at that and I just think, have they bought poorly? Not just with him. I think about the money that they've spent on the midfield. It still isn't convincing. Some of that's availability with Lavia. Everyone's up and down when it comes to Enzo. Caicedo looks like he's been a really good buy. They've just bought a lot of players with potential or hype. The 52 million they spent on Felix, a player they already loaned, who's been a bust at 2 or 3 other clubs, including their own. They spent 52 million bringing him back in to loan him out 6 months later.
Well, was that not sort of like a PSR dodgy deal? because they sold Gallagher and got straight profit on the books, and then they've bought João Felix, and that's now amortized over 5-6 years.
Yeah, it isn't.
So that was probably a dodgy deal because Chelsea were very close to breaching PSR.
But the problem with that is this: they get 42 million for on their trading accounts this year for the sale of Gallagher this season for the sale of Gallagher. Cool, but it now means they have a 10 million pound debt every year for the next 5 years. So it only helps them in this 1 year of trading accounts. And this is the problem. They don't make Champions League. They're going to have a hole still, but they've now got this player to play for. And because he's a bust, you might then be able to sell him for 30 million. And that goes in your books again straight away. But you're still paying out. They still owe around 40 million on him. And it's just bad business. You were better off letting Gallagher go for 30 million and buy no one.